I really want to answer this question because lately, and I do mean lately, recently, I have had a person that I've met. Whenever I meet somebody new, I would like to tell them that I have the sickle cell disease. So if we're around each other, if we're hanging out and I call you a friend, if I feel ill or if you see my eyes turning jaundice, I want you to know what it is that you need to do to help me to feel better, because I don't want to have to worry about that person when they're panicking, because I got to deal with you, and then I also got to keep myself calm and deal with myself. So I don't feel ashamed, and I feel like some people are understanding of the illness, but there are some, you always have some ignorance and bad apples in the bunch. It doesn't say that that makes every human being or race bad. You just have some people that are ignorant and it falls on deaf ears because it doesn't affect them. It's not in their race or affect their race, or they do not care. So that question would be different for every person, because there are some good people out there that are sympathetic and understanding.
Yes and no. I'm the only person in my whole family with sickle cell disease, so my family still don't quite understand it. My family has, recently, not recently, but like they have said before, like, oh, you just go to the hospital to get high, or you just go to the hospital to not be home. No, I really have a legitimate illness that causes me pain every day, and sometimes I just have to go to the hospital. And yeah, that's about it.
So let me ask you, how does it feel being the only one in the family with sickle cell? Because I know, for me, I'm grateful to have my brother, because he's more understanding. Like, sometimes I'll leave an emergency situation or where I'm not feeling good, and I'll call my brother, not my husband, because he understands it more. And I feel like my sister, she just doesn't know anything. So for you, not having that one person that you can relate with, how does it feel? Because now, not only do you have to prove yourself to the world, but also to your family. Like, how do you cope with something like that? That's hard.
It's kind of hard. Sometimes I just like brush it over my shoulders and just keep moving. Like, I try to not really pay attention to the negative comments, or I just leave and go to a friend's house, or I'll call one of my other friends with sickle cell and we talk. But as far as my family, it's kind of difficult.
I'll be your family all the way from North Carolina. So if you ever need to talk, FaceTime, anything, I'm there for you.
Okay.
I would say to a certain extent, because most of the time, a lot of my friends around me do not have sickle cell disease, or they don't have family members with sickle cell disease, so they don't understand in that aspect. But when it comes to like my family or close friends, they do understand to the fulfillment of what they can understand, but not everything. So
yeah, for the most part, I do feel like people around me are understanding of sickle cell. They may not know a lot about it, but they try their best to understand what I do tell them about it, and they are willing to learn more about it. I think I've only had one instance where someone was like, huh? Like, I never heard of that before, but usually when I tell people about sickle cell, they're very open to it, open to learning more about it. So yeah.
I feel like people do not understand at all. Some people don't understand the way you feel and how bad your pain can be. You know, some people don't understand it at all, or know what you're going through just within, you know, because I go to school for culinary arts. And for example, one day I was not feeling well, and my teacher, you know, it seemed like she felt this though I was trying to get out of doing some work or helping out, but I had to pull her to the side and let her know that I'm just like everybody else. and I can roll with the best of them when I'm feeling well. But that's just like somebody with the flu who's not feeling well. So I told her when she gets some free time to go on the internet and look up sickle cell anemia so she can understand from my side and my point of view what I'm going through and how I feel.